All right, we'll get started with Coach Caldwell following today's 99-90 win over ULM. With the win, Marshall clinches at least a share of the SBC regular season title. Just to note, Abby Beeman, 25 points, Aislinn Hayes, 21 points, 10 rebounds, Brianna Campbell, 20 points, 12 of which came in the pivotal third quarter. Marshall had consecutive 30-point quarters in the second and third and now has 293 pointers on the season. Coach, if you don't care, go ahead and open with a statement and we'll get to questions.
I'm really happy with this win. I didn't really like how we started. I hated our first quarter. Hated our first quarter. But that's a tough team, and I knew that they were going to play hard. They're very well coached. What they are doing here right now and the turnaround that they have had is amazing. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So happy to get the win, especially after being on the road for 2 straight weeks. And so anytime you can win against a great team, and that's a great team on the road, we'll take it.
Coach, what was the message to the team after that opening quarter?
We were getting outworked. We were getting, straight up thrown to the ground, beat to 50-50 balls. We weren't playing our game, and they were capitalizing. It looked like they wanted it more. And I understand that it's their senior day. They're still playing for things. They're at home, but that's really not our brand of basketball. So I was pretty fired up at the media and at the quarter.
Well, Coach, looking at rebounds, in terms of offensive rebounds, you out-rebounded them 13-11, had a few crucial offense rebounds late in the game. What did that just show about the fight and injury that the girls had today?
Yeah, I think our offensive rebounds won us the game, without a doubt. And we gave up 18 second chance points in the first half. I haven't even looked for the second half. We did not box out well, but our offensive rebounds, especially in the second half, won us the game.
Coach, what do you need to do to make sure that these lapses don't show up these final few games?
Yeah, it's a little frustrating because we should be peaking right now. And we are still kind of having the same issues. And so a lot of it I just have to be okay with because of style of play. But we're going to watch the film, or we're going to watch maybe the whole entire first quarter, and we're going to try to learn from it. But we have a really quick turnaround before we play Georgia State at home, who's playing really, really well right now. So we can't really dwell on it.
Yeah, Coach, obviously that first quarter was rough, but then those following 3, you guys really stepped it up, especially Aislinn Hayes. She had a couple clutch threes, the one that gave you guys your first lead of the game, and then that one in the final seconds of the third quarter. Just how has she been a key player for you guys?
Yeah, huge. She was coming off an injury, and she's been really patient about kind of getting her flow back. And I know she's been frustrated. She had to sit out an entire week, a little bit uncomfortable when she came back in to start to play. And so she's finally back in her swing of things. She makes big plays. I trust her out there. Having someone like her is huge, and she wants to win. She's really competitive, and so that really makes it a lot easier as well.
And Abby Beeman too, with that. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, you're cutting out a bit. I couldn't tell if you're done or not.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but just Abby Beeman too. She had that shot from the logo and that one-handed reverse lay-in. Those were just some crazy shots, and it fired her up a lot. Do you think that was a momentum for you guys too, a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Abby has the ability to take over any game anytime she wants. And when you have a couple players like that in your back pocket, it makes my job a lot easier. And Abby's really, really hungry right now to win, and she'll do whatever it takes.
The championship. What was the locker room afterwards?
Say it again.
You clinched at least a tie for the championship. What was the locker room like afterwards?
It was fine. We don't want to share. We are still playing, and we're not done yet. And this was not the goal. And so we said congratulations, and they jumped up, and I sat them right back down pretty quickly and said that in this program, when we tie, we both run. And so I don't want to take anything away from them. I want them to enjoy it, but I also know we have more work to do. We have 2 games left, and we're playing to win.
Mm-hmm.
One question I've got for you, Coach. Bree Campbell obviously has been a big part of your all success, and the ability to come with Abby and come with Bree, and you all can come in waves. But especially in that third quarter, Bree had 12 of her 20 points, and it seemed like every time y'all needed a big play in that quarter, she was the one making it to really propel that run.
Yeah, I think late season you lean on your seniors and you let them play. And she took over, and Abby can take over, and she could just create buckets. And she's just as tough as they come. She's been here before. She knows how to do it. And so I have the utmost faith in her that she's going to make the right plays, and she's going to make the big plays when she needs to.
Coach, at some point today, will you be able to just to let out a big sigh that this 5-game stretch is over? And what did you learn from your players? Because not too many teams do this in late February, but they passed the tests, all of them. It seems like.
I am so ready to be home. And I'm sure they are too. And so I am going to let out a big sigh as soon as I get back to Huntington. I'm ready to be back. I know that they are. This was tough. You know, we've been here for 3 days just sitting in a hotel. We went to the mall one day, went out to eat, but other than that, you know, we're just sitting here. And so that's tough too. And we just need to not pat ourselves on the back too early. We just want to finish what we started. And we're going to be really excited to come home and do that. I would take this stretch to be able to finish at home, to be able to finish in front of our fans. I think we've built something really special in a short amount of time. And to be able to come back home and for our seniors to be able to play in front of our fan base and give our seniors and give this team what they deserve at home for their last 2 games. I know our games are on weird days, but to be able to return home and finish at home, finish in Huntington in front of our crowd, the crowd we have earned, the crowd that we love to play in front of, is going to be special. Hopefully.
Anything further? Oh, go ahead, Tim.
When you look back at being picked 9th in the preseason, what do you think now that you're first?
Say that second part again. 9th in the preseason. What?
Yeah, you were picked 9th in the preseason, and then you finished first. How much satisfaction is there for you in that?
You know, I told myself I wanted to be picked low, because you got to enjoy that while you have it. Because once you're at the top, hopefully you stay at the top. And so you kind of got to enjoy playing from behind while you have it. And that was something that was new for me. So I love being 9th. I hope we're 9th every year, because it's way easier to play from the back than it is the front. And I think we're learning that.
Thank you.
Any further questions for Coach? All righty. Thank you, Coach. You all be safe getting home.
Thank you.
Enjoy the trip, and we'll see you here in a couple of hours.
Thank you.
Thanks.